Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Sincerely Jacqueline. Today I'm going to be showcasing two really cute boho DIY decor items using Dollar Tree items. So if you're interested in seeing what I put together, please keep watching. For DIY number one, you're going to need the following items. You're going to need a glass fishbowl. You're going to need some type of tape roll. You're going to need some paint, some baking soda, a paintbrush, and a glue gun. And you're going to need some caulking from Dollar Tree. I would suggest using the caulking in the red container opposed to the caulking that requires the caulking gun. Let's get started. To put your vase together, you're going to want to glue your glass jar to your tape roll. And I'm just using a glue gun. Next, you're going to want to take your caulking from the Dollar Tree. Now, initially, I had used the caulking from the Dollar Tree that required the caulking gun. I would recommend not to use that because it was very difficult to spread and smooth out. So I actually went back over my vase with the caulking in the tube, and it worked so much better. And what I'm doing is applying the caulking to my vase and smoothing it out with water. You'll see that the vase is already painted. It's because I thought I could cover it up with the textured paint, but it was a fail. Do not use the caulking that requires the gun, but use the caulking in the tube. Next, to make your textured paint, we're just going to mix an equal part of the paint to the baking soda. And I've done this technique on a few other videos, which I will link below. Now, because I smoothed out the caulking with water as best as I could, I did not need to sand down the vase, but if you feel that it is a bit rough, you can do a nice sanding to the surface to get it smooth and ready for painting. After finishing painting the outside, don't forget to paint the inside of your vase. And here is the finished product. And what I did to style it is I styled it on my side table, and I just put some dried florals in there. And there it is, all done. I absolutely love how this came out, and I think that it looks really high-end for an item that cost me about $2 to make. For the next DIY, you're going to need this Hulu skirt from the Dollar Tree. I used 2 of them, or some raffia. Then you're going to need some type of bowl. This bowl was originally plastic, but I had used it for another DIY. And you're also going to need this metal basket or some type of bowl to use as your base. So next, you're going to want to create some braided raffia pieces. Now, I've shared my braiding technique quite a bit on this channel. I'm going to link some of the other videos that I used the hula skirt on and a more detailed tutorial of how I braided my hula skirt. Next, you're going to want to use the braid, and you're going to want to go over your metal container. Now, be very careful because you don't want to burn yourself, so I'm using a popsicle stick to make sure I don't burn myself. Once you have finished that piece, you're going to move on to the second piece, and you're going to do the same thing. Once you finish the inside of your bowl, you want to turn your bowl around and continue with the braided pieces. Now remember, you want to keep a section in the middle of your bowl at the bottom so that your second piece can be attached to that area. Once you've completely covered your two pieces with your braided raffia, you're going to notice that some places there are small gaps in your design, and to really give it a really nice finish, you want to fill in those gaps. So I'm just taking some extra raffia and inserting it into the areas just with my nail, or you can use anything that will allow you to kind of stick them in between the spaces. Next, you want to hot glue your two pieces together. And for me to know exactly where I needed to place my second piece, I just made markings at the bottom of the plate. And guys, there you have it. Here is the final product. I am so in love with it, and I really think that it looks very high end, and you would never think that this was a project using Dollar Tree items. It does look like a product that you can get at Urban Outfitters or some of those high-end stores. And how I styled it was with clay beads that I made and some pine cones. Now, I put a candle in here, but I will not be lighting this candle. If you're going to be using a candle, please use an LED candle. Please do not light a real candle in your decorative bowl, only for safety reasons, just because the raffia is a paper-like product. So guys, I hope that you enjoyed this video and that you were inspired by my two boho DIY projects that were inspired by items from the Dollar Tree. If you like what you see, please hit the subscribe button. Please hit the notification button to be notified for more DIY videos that I upload to my channel. If you would like some further information about other DIYs that I've put up, and you would like to connect with me off of YouTube, please visit my site at www.sincerelymissj.com, and also connect with me on Instagram at sincerelymissj. I would love to see the pieces that you've created and that you've been inspired by from my videos. Thank you so much, guys, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you on my next video.